And this is the proposal, whereas the red represented parasympathetic and the yellow represented sympathetic. Now we have a blue category. Nucleus ambiguous is the fourth nuclei of cranial nerve 10 that Porges first noticed. And he said, look what it does. It creates an autonomic range of motion that has a tremendous value. And we can discuss that. What is it? What else can we see on this chart that would make sense of this? And we would observe that the earlier forms, when they're born or hatched, they are rather functional pretty quickly. They hatch and they can swim. They can begin to function rather quickly. However, as we get into the more complex forms, there is a longer period of dependence. They are not fully autonomous for a little bit longer. And in the case of primates, and especially humans, it's extreme. The newborn baby is totally vulnerable. It cannot swim away. It cannot feed itself. It's very limited. So nature has designed to accommodate the increasing complexity of the expanding cortex to give protection for that extended period of time. Nature has devised a third branch of the autonomic nervous system, of which nucleus ambiguous and the downregulation of the heart is a part. And the emphasis here is that this is autonomic. It is not learned. Under natural conditions, the newborn baby will bond with the mom. And the mom will bond with the baby in a way that's hardwired, not left to chance, so that the survival of the newborn is assured. The mom's loyalty as a caregiver is neurochemically wired in. Nothing left to chance, as long as we don't disrupt it. So we end up with a picture that looks like this. And I hope that you'll take this picture, print it out in color, and put it on your wall so you really, really get this. This is the new view of the autonomic nervous system. It's, we might call it the ultimate survival machine. Humankind is biologically successful to a point where it's even threatening itself through overpopulation. But biologically, that's a tremendous success story. And we propose that there's stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Stage 1 is the oldest ones, the chromatin tissue and the dorsal motor nucleus that we saw in the jawless fish. And stage 2 is increased mobility, more sophisticated responses. And stage 3, the blue, is the newest one that's now been identified and offers us tremendous insight and support for therapeutic processes. Another way to imagine this is imagine a creature in a liquid medium just floating there. If the water temperature heats up, it's cooked. It can't do anything about it. It has a rather limited survival repertoire. But when we add the middle group, stage 2, it can swim down deeper and get down in the mud or something to survive. It has a stronger chance. And this applies to all of its essential functions, feeding and reproduction, as well as dealing with novelty in the environment, such as the water warming up, or predators. It can now begin, it has a wider range of survival options. And then we can see stage 3 adds a whole nother package. on top of the other two. A whole nother package, which at the very beginning has a survival value of maternal protection. But later, it grows way beyond that into the whole concept of social cooperation, social engagement, including language and all social structures. For example, here we are meeting today, I'm talking about a particular topic, and we could say that the whole construct of this moment, including the video camera, the building we're in, the fact that we had a calendar to work with, so we all arrived on the same day, all of that is being generated by the same neurology as originally designed for maternal protection. So tremendous capacity for adding value to our life. And then we could use our same color scheme and we could just now fill in some words for what are the functions in each group. Parasympathetic is all about rest and rebuild. It includes sleep and our baseline metabolism. Sympathetic includes mobilization. It includes daytime alertness and the metabolism for muscular activity. And then social, the blue, represents how we interact with each other socially, including the language that we use. There's a tremendous value to really getting this. Getting this will guide you as therapists. It will inform every step of the process. It elevates a concept to a very rich reward for you in your effectiveness, no matter what your modality. And then lifting a quote from Porges, 3 neural circuits form a phylogenetically ordered response hierarchy that regulates behavioral and physiological adaptation to safe, dangerous, and life-threatening environments. That's the story of the triune autonomic nervous system. It's 3, not 2. It's hardwired, not voluntary. So then we could progress it one more step here, and this would be looking at the stress responses of the autonomic nervous system as separate from the baseline activities. The stress responses mean what happens in novelty. And here we see all of the proposals that can be found in the literature for different stress responses, color-coded by which branch of the autonomic nervous system will be firing if that is happening. And again, I hope you will take this chart, print it out, put it on your wall, and really, really get to know it.